Now, how many of you ever heard about Heritage Theater? Put up your hand. That's good. I expected a few more, but I'm going to live with it. So that means when you all see the production tonight, the next production we have, I expect to see everybody coming to the show. Now, this project came about from a grant we got from the UNDP to teach communities about climate change. So we decided to use what we can do best, theater, to teach. But we will not come in and perform for you. Members of your community are the ones who have been trained to perform. So we have turned your community members into actors. So after several months of data collection, learning the basics of acting, working with you to prepare the script, rehearsing long nights with you, I now want you to sit and enjoy members of your community performing the Crayfish Brawf.
Stop right there, my sweet fellow red. Moonlight bright like go back in time. A nice great figure full of black iron. When man is big, man that's got like lion. We can't forget the cornflower voice for the conflict power. A little seasoning to put in the water to strengthen the back of the sons and daughters. Hey, Doris, how long you stand up there like you want to give me heart attack or what?
As you're prepared to make a pot, how come you invite me?
For certain things you have to wait until you're called.
What you making?
That crayfish water.
Where the crayfish?
Got to go up by the river and chop.
Okay. I'm waiting.
Hey, that's still an invite you yet?
Stop that chopping this number. We know each other too long for that. Girl, I get a WhatsApp from David this morning.
I can't believe how all them children just jumping, playing and living in the village. Just the culture will be empty. So what David said?
He said America big, big, big.
That's all he said.
He went McDonald's and then hamburgers big, big, big.
But he look like he record stick. If I'm working,
yes, he working in a place called Bobby's where all the Canadians are shop. He going back to school. He wants to be a doctor.
that good. He will open office in culture. What people go stop for salon.
Y'all are prepared to stay in America and send money home. I think the government has some big one for you that's called remittances from abroad. I can't wait to get the remittances.
Walfrey, where you been so long? I can lose.
Your daughter was lost, and you did not come looking for me. What kind of woman am I married to? My dear Mirror, if I had only tell you, you would not believe me.
What a billion what? Really, crayfish?
That is a $1 million question. Exactly where is the crayfish?
Walfrey, you didn't sell the crayfish now?
There is absolutely no crayfish to do, strange as it may sound.
What?
Let me clarify. It seems somebody drained the river. All the little pools where the money jump, they are all dried up. Under the rocks where the links congregate, all dried up. I patrol the riverbed as a water policeman for more than 1 mile. Not even a drop of water.
Godfrey, come here. Let me smell your mouth. You've been drinking the babash again.
It is true. I may have taken 1 or 2, but that is of no consequence to what I am saying to you right now. The river is completely dried up. Now, if you will excuse me, I am going to bed.
I'm going to crazy one of these days.
We have to go and see.
You're right, Doris. Let me get Okay, let me go.
It is a very inconsiderate thing you are doing, Moonshine. Waking up an entire neighborhood.
Why are you sleeping so early? You drunk?
Whether I am drunk or sober happens to be a very private matter. What do you want?
I am while making crayfish Brawf. I ain't seen no crayfish Brawf. I'm very concerned.
How unfortunate.
What you mean by that?
Well, you will need river to have crayfish, crayfish to have Brawf. I'm good authority. I can tell you, there is no river, therefore no crayfish, so you cannot have no Brawf.
What stupidness you talking about?
The river is completely dried up, my dear friend. Haven't you heard?
Seems like the baba you're drinking finally gone to your head, Godfrey.
If I didn't see with my own two eyes, I would not believe.
I still can't believe it.
What happened, cousin Moyle? Your husband they give me a such a crazy talk.
It's true. The river completely dried up.
What we gonna do? How I gonna wash me grandchildren clothes?
Think about the farmers. We have crops to water.
We can't panic. We have to think.
Yes, please think. Meanwhile, I am going back to my bed. You can share your thoughts with me in the morning.
Sit your lazy skin down there. All of we have to do is head together.
All right. Such aggressiveness is uncalled for.
Somebody better go up in the mountain in the morning and see if now I say block the river again. I put it past them.
You're the best man to do that. You know that is better than anybody else.
That's right. You are the right man for the job, Moonshine.
And you're the best man to go with him, Godfrey.
Me? You want me to catch rheumatism and die in the Skull Mountains?
Drink a badash. That should give you a warm.
You think you're funny, eh?
Look, we need to bring the village together and invite someone to talk to us about the problem.
Talk to who?
Someone who know about them kind of thing, like an expert.
Expert my backside. All those bridges and roads that are in a state of extreme dilapidation in this country were built by experts.
Relax, Godfrey.
The Titanic were built by experts. Look what happened.
I said relax.
All right, I am relaxing.
Look, we need to invite someone in this village to talk to us about the problem.
What I mean, like a town hall meeting?
Why not? They're doing it for the constitution, we could do it for the river.
Who we inviting?
Leave it to me. I think I know the exact person.
In the last days, young men shall dream dreams, old men shall see vision, and foolish men shall worship the bottle, and
I know a plenty of them. So, do you notice anything different about the mountain?
No, sir. My feet were hurting me too much.
I don't know why, but I asked you. You want to jump to notice anything?
So, what did you notice, my soul friend?
It seems that the hills have fewer trees, like somebody cutting down the forest.
And why would they be doing that?
Who knows? Maybe to make charcoal or furniture.
You are obviously quite informed.
I was expecting to see more people here than next. Where are the people from the village?
Like software and domino. They say call them when the meeting starts.
Well, I guess then this is the Crayfish Brawf, yeah?
It's a generation of vipers. Fire and brimstone shall pour down like rain.
Who is that?
That is the man that comes to talk to us. He's working with some conservation.
Aha! The expert!
Thank you for coming, Mr.
Mr. Lockmeyer, it's a pleasure to be here.
I find you looking like a police too much for my liking.
That would only be a problem if you is an old thief.
Okay, everybody. This is Mr. Buckmeyer from the Fund for Conservation. He has come here to help us understand what's happening in the river.
Good evening, everyone. And thank you for this opportunity to share with you.
We call it sharing no leave me out because last time I shared after the hurricane and I get.
We are proudly sharing your information. My understanding is that the river has dried up and we are all very concerned.
Quite naturally so.
Indeed, on my way into the village, I noticed that there were a few police burning. Does anyone know where the wood for this heat was taken from?
My child, any kind of question you ask it, I tell you he's a police.
Let me assure you, I am not the police. Here am I here to report anyone to the police. So is anyone prepared to answer my question?
Everybody know they would come from the mountainside.
From the mountainside. That area referred to as the rainforest. You see, it is not by accident it is called the rainforest. I suppose you may all know who are the ones cutting down the rainforest.
I'm fine for another hour. Oh, you just come for the questions.
You misunderstand me. I am not asking for names. Anyway, I was just about to explain that trees are important in the making of rain. Let me try to explain the process.
We don't want to mix it up like Charlie right.
Who will want to listen to us?
Okay, where was I? Yes, I was just about to say that trees release moisture into the air. This moisture evaporates and becomes rain. So if we cut down the trees, we are stopping the rain. The rain that falls in the mountainside and becomes the streams that flow down the mountainside. Trees very village, the streams will find our crayfish. So no trees, no crayfish.
No crayfish here?
No crayfish, Brawf. So we have to stop cutting down those trees. And how do you get fire to cook? We have to make choices that we can live with. We have to look for other sources of energy. Whatever we do, we need the rain.
You know, I was trying to understand why the dash is going so small these days. If rain didn't get in.
You should drop the price, you small like horse bone.
And the lady said that's so and so.
Okay, let's take the CV. That's a good example of how lack of rainfall affects farming. other changes?
It seems like the soil is getting more and more like dust. And it has plenty of mud in the riverbed.
That is to be expected. This is climate change and it's happening all over the world. People are doing things to change the environment.
So, what do you expect us to do? The river is completely dried up.
Shucks, man. Repent! If I want the water in the river to come back, repent!
Well, nothing I pray. And personally, I may not join in the fasting. But I think we can all agree that we have to do some work too. Remember, God helps those who helps themselves. So let's stop cutting down those trees.
What are you saying there? That will put back water in the river?
Not immediately, but it's a start. We have to think of future generations.
Future generations? May I say, it seems like a rather long time before something can happen here. I guess we can all go home now. We are good. You, Mr. Expert.
Hold on. We are finished yet. I have something to ask.
Please do.
You say we should stop cutting down the trees. What else can we do?
I can tell you what has been tried in other communities. Terrace, for example.
What are you?
It's a way of propping up the soil. You're not cutting the hillsides into a flat series of land along the slope to avoid erosion. I am sure the farmers among you know a little about terracing.
Moonshine! You know anything about terracing?
What a noisy business.
No. The man is talking sense. We have to take responsibility for our environment. And we have to start by educating ourselves. We have to make sure that everybody in this village know that there is consequences for what they do. Because it's ignorance that will kill us. We're forming an educational environmental committee and we're talking to every man, woman, and child. All with me, put up their hands.
Have you got three? Put it up your hand.
I guess I have the responsibility to stand with my wife.
Oh, I thought you were playing brave.
Okay, everybody. We're starting with them men that are playing normally by the shop.
So, how long before water come back in the river?
I cannot say, but it's something to look forward to. I am sure you'd want your grandchildren to enjoy a good crayfish broth like you used to.
Boy, Moral used to make some good crayfish broth, you know. We're going to miss Moral crayfish broth. Anyway, thank you for coming, Mr. Buckman.
Well, that's another day's work, finished with a calm temper. Now, for my next village.
No, I'm sure we all could do better than that. Let's give them a round of applause. Now we're treating them how we treated actors. We're going to do our curtain call. You will? So what you all learned from this about climate change, what you should not do? Because when you cut down the trees, what happened? No rain, and no rain means what? Yes, it means no water in the river. Yeah, so you at least you learn something. So now you understand that climate change, while nature will take its course, the play shows us that some of the things we do as communities will also impact on climate change. So there's food for thought. You ready for the curtain call? So the members of the community sitting in the audience, I would like you all to come up and take a bow.
Kanaya.
Okay, Kanaya, good work. Say your name.
Cavell.
Okay.
Chivel. Nariba.
And now we have Auntie Joan, wait still. Let the other young lady, Auntie Joan. Well, this was Miss Mother Annie, your good old Joan Charles. What's your name there?
Shakwana.
Okay, very good. Yeah, Auntie Joan as Mother Annie. Imhotep as Moonshine. Iva as Doris. Nataki as Mr. Buckmeyer, the climate change expert. Hazel as Miss Muriel, the Crayfish Brawf cook, and Evelyn as her good-for-nothing husband, Godfrey. So let's give them a round of applause. Okay.
Okay, thank you, audience, for being so supportive. I must say that you helped us to feel more comfortable on stage. Thank you very much. And I'd like to say a special thank you to the Heritage Theatre for choosing Cloget as one of the areas or villages to carry out the project for the UNDP climate change adaptation. Thank you very much, Chris and Sandra and Robert and Halim. Thank you very much. They've been up here, I think, since May, coming up once a week at first, and then twice a week, and then this last week, 3 times for the week. Well, this is the 4th time for this week. Thank you very much. To the community of Cloget, I'm very happy that we have started to learn, started to learn about climate change. It's the beginning of a process. We've done it through theater tonight, and the Training and Education Committee of the Cloget Development Committee will ensure that the training continues through various media, movies and maybe other plays and so. But please, as a strongly agricultural village, I hope you learned tonight that we have to care for our environment, our future, our livelihood. Everything depends on it. So again, I thank you all, and let us make this the beginning of our real climate change training. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you.
And these are the people who have been working with us from since May, and they had to come all the way from St. George's, and as they said, they chose Cloget. We are waiting on one gentleman, and we, the people of Cloget, we extend our gratitude. So these are the people. Let's hear it for them. Okay, so Mr. Dirige. All right, Dirige, sorry. This name is staying with me. Me and this name is no friend. So this was the writer of the script. So tell us how it was for you working with the people of Cloget, and how hard it was for you with the script.
Okay, I won't say much. I just want to say that we thought it important to sit with the community and find out what the community thought might be a climate change problem. And so we started with Mr. Tyrone Buckmeyer, who is an expert in these matters. He came and gave a presentation about climate change and was able to point to examples around Grenada and in Carriacou. And then we asked members of the community, based on their own observation, did you see any climate change issue you would want to address? And this was the basis for the play that we wrote. It took a number of weeks. We know that the members that you saw on stage tonight are not actors. They are not trained in the techniques of acting. So I think they did a especially wonderful job, and you should give them a round of applause for that. You know how challenging it is because the songs, the acoustics, the songs here are not ideal. It's difficult to hear the little voice of Nataki, but he did a special, wonderful job. I want to congratulate him also. Right. I want to say thank you for coming out in such large numbers tonight. Thank you to the minister, Mr. Joseph and Mr. Dabrio. And thank you. I have friends who, there's a Mike Sherman. He is a dramatist also. He has directed theater, and you would have seen him on stage. We brought him here tonight. So don't be surprised if you see Mike coming back and doing research in the community about theater. Thank you very much. God bless you, everybody.
Thank you very much. And this gentleman, hold on. This gentleman here, he has written several plays, and he has also gone international. Yeah? All right, Mr. Halim, how are you tonight?
I'm fine, thank you.
So, how was it working with the people of Clogy?
Well, it was a wonderful experience, and it's something that I've been doing for a long time. So, I felt very pleased to work with a group like this because, as you can see tonight, they have demonstrated their ability to act, right, even though they are not trained actors. Right? And the whole question of climate change, I just want to repeat what Mr. Eric said. Crayfish Brawf, and we know the result of deforestation. No river, no crayfish.
Y'all heard that? No river, no crayfish. Thank you very much, Mr. Halim. And you see the only beautiful lady standing here. Without the ladies, what the men will do? Nothing. All right, Mrs. Sandra, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
And how you think your cast went?
I feel like a proud mama.
Oh my God, y'all put your hands together. Yes. So, Mrs. Sandra, what made you came across Clogy? We're so far up in the mountain. What made you choose Clogy?
Well, when we originally decided to apply for the grant, we wanted to work with one community per parish. So right now we're working with 8 communities, 6 on the mainland, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. And we have to thank Auntie Joan for it because she was part of the training and we sat together in the same group. So when I spoke about what we wanted to do, she lobbied heavily for Clogy. So you have Auntie Joan to thank for us. But the other thing why when we did a vulnerability assessment, and we wanted to ensure that each community highlighted a different climate change challenge. So while we think that the obvious ones are those on the coastline, but the high elevation communities also have their own challenges as a result of deforestation. So Clogy won out.
We thank you for choosing Clogy. Put your hands together for Mrs. Sandra. And we leave the best for last. We have Mr. Robert White. Yeah. Good night to you, sir.
Good night, and good night, Clogy.
All right, so before I ask you a question, are you going to share a joke with us tonight?
Well, I didn't plan to, except I'll share something that just surprised me.
Okay, but if a beautiful lady like me asks you, you will do it.
It depends.
Okay, Mr. Robert White, what do you think?
Coax me.
Mr. Robert, I know you are a handsome man.
Yeah, I foot some too.
So what do you thought about the cast tonight?
I think Clogy really has shown that they have a lot of talented people around. I want to ask you to put your hands again together for your group of talented people.
Woo! Come on, make some noise!
Just a couple of months ago, these were shy, persons who didn't have any acting, well, I shouldn't say didn't have acting ability, but were not exposed. And tonight, when I look at what they did with the environment that we have, I mean, it is good, but it's certainly not of the best with respect to acoustics and all that. And I know being here from experience, it would have been challenging for them to deliver. But like some other group of people, they delivered too. So, so, Mr. W, not you're talking about. So Closure, you really, really need to feel proud about the people that you have who are on stage. And I want to suggest that you don't let it stop here. The seed that was sown by this activity, I want to suggest that you allow it to blossom and grow into trees and branches. And over the years, you will see that the community can be enhanced by the fact that there's a new skill that obtains in your people. So please continue with the activity and the effort.
Thank you very much, Mr. White. Put your hands together.